Welcome to the SV2 Spring Gathering. It's great to see all of you here. We have a great turnout. I'm really happy to see so many partners and friends from the community and grantees here in the room. We did hear that there's an accident on 101, so we still have some other people coming in. They may be filtering in as we go. But appreciate those who are able to be here on time. And I think we're going to have a good evening. We know that SV2 partners like to be hands-on and engaged, and this is going to be a very hands-on evening because we're going to spend most of the evening in breakout groups with our grantees, thinking through some key issues that they have on their minds. And so I hope you'll find it fun and exciting. And I'm also glad that we had the foresight to schedule this on a Tuesday evening when there was a Warriors playoff game on Monday and Wednesday, so that worked out pretty well. So. Now, I know there's a few in the audience that are not as familiar with SV2, so I thought I would just give a 1-minute introduction to those of you who are newer about what is SV2 all about. And so I thought I would start with our mission statement, which is what we're all about is unleashing the resources and talents of the Silicon Valley community to support promising social ventures that can achieve measurable impact. So what that really means in practice is that we have about 200 partners. We learn together, we come together to support certain grantees financially and in what we call beyond the dollars. And our ultimate goal is to drive social impact around the Silicon Valley community. And SV2 has been doing this now for 17 years and I think has a pretty good track record of identifying promising social ventures. And I'm really pleased that we have our exciting current set of grantees here tonight that you're going to hear from shortly. So what we do are really three things. We educate ourselves to be more effective givers. We harness financial resources to make grants and now impact investments. And then we work with grantees beyond the dollars. And or what we call beyond the dollars. And this, I think, has been a pretty exciting year around SV2 in all of these areas. We started the year by moving here to the Sobrato Center, which is a really great spot for SV2, partly because it's a hub of social sector activities, as many of you know. And some of our former grantees are in the same complex as us. So it's really appropriate place, and we appreciate the support from the Sobrato Foundation to be here. And this year, in these three areas, a couple of highlights I would have are, in the education area, we started the year with a really great workshop on nonprofit business models that actually one of our very seasoned partners, Alexa Colwell, led. It was very well received. We went on to, another highlight for me was engaged funder do's and don'ts, sort of how to be helpful to grantees without getting in their way. And then in the winter, we had some sessions including how to do due diligence, both on nonprofits, but also on impact investment candidates. And then more recently, we had a set of workshops from one of our more well-known partners, Paul Brest, around how to think about theories of change and driving real impact in the community. So those are just some examples of some of the education activities we've had this year. In the grant making area, we've had grant rounds on education and on international development, and what we call a lightning round, a faster round on youth and environment. And those are in various stages, nearing completion, and so out of those in June, we'll be announcing 3 new grantees. The other thing we've done in the financial area is we've done a pilot on impact investing. This is where we're making investments in mission-oriented, for-profit social enterprises, so sort of double bottom line companies. And this year we've made 3 investments, 2 in the education area, 1 in the environment area related to climate change. And as I think many of you know, this is a pretty important wave moving into the social sector around new capital moving in, and it's a high interest area for our partners. The third area around beyond the dollars is where we've been working with this illustrious group of grantees here. And the way we work with grantees is in a number of ways. Sometimes it's opening doors to networks that we have. Sometimes it's working with them on say a business plan or a marketing plan. Sometimes it's just doing joint work in the field with them. So we work with the grantees in various ways. And tonight, this event is kind of an example of working with grantees where it's more on a quick brainstorm basis, but hopefully both they and we will get value out of that. Before I close, I wanted to make a couple of thank yous and have one call to action. First of all, the first thank you is for the progress we've made this year. We could not have done it without our A team, which is our staff team led by our Executive Director, Jen Rattay. And then secondly, we're very partner powered. So there's a number of partner leaders that have stepped up to run grant rounds, be lead partners on grantees, be on the board. And so we have over 30 very highly engaged lead partners. And I thought we should just take a moment to thank all of them. And then a final thank you is to our community partners that have supported us or sponsored us on this event. So that includes Silicon Valley Community Foundation, Legacy Ventures, the Social Impact Collective of Berkeley Haas, the New Republic Bank, and Stanford Center for Philanthropy and Civil Society. So thanks to those sponsors. So all of those good hors d'oeuvres and alcohol, that we can thank them. So finally, the call to action. Many of the partners in the room hopefully have seen an email about our annual partner survey. And the due date on that is tomorrow. So I wanted to encourage you to fill that out. We take this annual survey very seriously, and this is a chance for you to tell us what are your priorities, what should it be SV2 be doing more of, less of. Both Jen's team and the board take this very seriously, and it really helps us shape what we're going to do next year. So please do fill that out. And now, at this point, I'd like to turn it over to the architect of this event, our Director of Social Impact on the SV2 staff, Elizabeth Dodson, who's going to give us the roadmap.
Thank you, Bill, and thanks to everyone here, SV2 grantees, partners, and others for joining us tonight to try out this new event format. Quick shout out to Carrie and Andy, who are co-architects in this endeavor. And you all will be co-architects tonight too, because this is a first-time thing for us. So you're really helping us out by piloting along with us. As you can see, I'm flanked here by our wonderful portfolio of grantee organizations, and it's such an honor to be here among you all tonight. Thank you for being here with us. We can't wait for you to showcase your work and also give us the opportunity to share in some of your successes and your challenges. In a moment, each of these folks is going to take the stage and tell us a little bit more about their organization and some opportunities or challenges that they're facing. Though these will be lightning fast presentations, we are sure you'll be excited by what you hear. And that's a good thing, because we'll then go into breakout sessions where you'll all have the opportunity to engage with these great leaders on the challenges and opportunities that they've shared with us. Specifically, we'll have 2 rounds of breakout sessions, 25 minutes each, to brainstorm together. No groups have been pre-assigned, so it's important that you listen closely to figure out where you want to dive in. And as soon as the presentations are complete, I'll be back up here to give some final instructions, and then we'll move to the breakout sessions. It is important that you move expeditiously to your session of choice. We love to talk, but we want to talk in a directed approach for the next 50 minutes. The groups will be capped at 12 people. So 2 things there. If you move quickly, hopefully you'll get under that cap. If you don't get under that cap, we do ask that you might live in the moment and look for another organization that you might want to engage with. Let's see, what else? We have, at the end of the first breakout session, you'll hear from me again. So fair warning, you'll hear from me a lot tonight. I'll be telling you to move on most of the time. So listen for this voice. At that point, you'll be asked to move to your second breakout session. Again, you can go wherever your interest takes you. And again, it will be important to move quickly so that you can get a spot and have time to really dive into that second session. Finally, when our breakouts expire, we'll be back here together one last time to celebrate a very special award to us at SV2, which is the Laura Arriaga Andreessen Award. and we'll celebrate together with champagne, coffee, and dessert. As you can tell, it will be a full night. But we expect that you may feel like you're just getting started on a lot of conversations. We hope that this experience strengthens our community and that it gives some value to our grantees. And we hope that it leaves everyone wanting more. More time with our grantees, more time with fellow partners, and more time creating impact with SV2. And now, without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Sarah from the Art of Yoga Project. Thank you, Sarah.